Hey everybody, welcome back to another Line Plays Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Random, just saying what pops in on the top of my head. Random. Do Blue Baby. It has been like an actual forever since we played Blue Baby. DAFG KC71. Does anyone farkin' gravy Kazakhstan cookies? Does anyone farkin' gravy Kazakhstan cookies? 71 does. I'm gonna be a man with all the strength of a raging fire. I'm gonna be a man with all the strength of a great typhoon, and I'm gonna go into our cursor right off the bat, and we're gonna break even, except we also got half of a red heart that we can use for nothing because we're Blue Baby. That's okay, but I've been, I have a small Isaac backlog, not a big one. I've been looking at the comments as the streak has been coming to an end, and people have been like, your play has been modified so you're not as zany as usual. I think that's probably true. Like an episode where I don't take Bomber Boy, even though it would be fun to take Bomber Boy. I'm not gonna say that's inexcusable, but it does, I can completely understand it. The same way you can completely understand, like, maybe we shouldn't have ice cream for dinner, but wouldn't it be fun to just once in a while do it? So I'm gonna. It always happens. Like subtle behavior changes when I get going on a streak and you start to be protective of it, and that's when you lose it, man. You have to, stay in character. Stay the way that you always play, and then I think you're even less likely to lose. As strange as that sounds. So I apologize for getting a little bit unzany. Let's get back to brass tacks here. At least until we hit win 30. And then we'll be like, okay, now we can protect this bad bitch again. Where the bad bitches, huh? Where you hiding? I got the power, make your life so exciting. Kanye, why don't you use your power to attract the good bitches and reward them for their good behavior, I don't know, man. Like, Kanye, in many songs, has this... Many pieces, masterpieces, of course, has this idea, no one man should have all that power. And by many songs, I mean one song in which he literally says that. But like, there are probably situations in which one man should have all that power. Like, what if that man was, like, incredibly noble? It was like, well, I'm trying to think of an example. It's not a good one. What about Herodotus? What about Pericles? Shouldn't that man have all that power? Even if the clock's ticking and I just counted the hours? Even if you're tripping over this power? A 21st century schizoid man. It doesn't matter. We're taking forever here on our first floor, but we're actually in a pretty good spot. I would love to get another penny. We don't really benefit from having an arcade, but, why not get one if we have the chance? Ragman is a fight worthy, I would say, of using a bomb to speed it up. But we shouldn't have to, honestly, if we get lucky with our Evil Eye plays. And Evil Eye is one of those items that I like a lot when it actually works for us, but on a lot of situations, or in a lot of situations, it just seems to not really do as much as it seems like it should from what it says on the tin, It shoots out an eye that shoots out tears as we shoot out tears. It basically gives us, like, an augmented... we fucked it. It gives us, like, an augmented 2020 when it procs. But it doesn't proc very often. And that's the real problem with it. And then, of course, when it hits enemies, it dissipates. So you want to be, like, as far away from enemies as possible. But when it works really well. Like, did you see how much damage we did right there? The other thing is, it doesn't move in a vertical direction. Or it doesn't move in the other direction, apart from the one that it's already traveling in. So if an enemy dodges either vertically or horizontally out of the way, they're never going to get hit again. But when it works, it's nice. And I think that helped us out here. We're not in an amazing position, but we're not in a poor situation either. And Wooden Spoon doesn't really help us out too much, but a speed upgrade is always welcomed. Just so that in the future we can feel a little safer. Especially if we get a speed downgrade, which is not uncommon. We don't really need anything right off the bat. Like, we're in a pretty safe position. I wish I hadn't wasted my bomb. If I'd used it to hurt Ragman, I wouldn't be salty about it, but... because I used it and it didn't actually hit any enemies, I'm a little salty about it because that could represent a Tinted Rock that we could have accessed. So not being able to access that is a bummer. But this floor, it's about to deal with the devil. If we can get a Spirit Heart, sweet. If we can't get a Spirit Heart, bummer. We probably won't be able to take a deal with the devil unless it gives us HP. We've got to remember the weird interactions here too. Like, what if we take 9 lives as Blue Baby? I think we go down to 1 Spirit Heart. Whereas with most characters, or with all characters who are not Blue Baby or resurrected with the Ankh, we would just get 1 red heart in addition to all of the Spirit Hearts we had, assuming we were at 0. Either way, we're getting a key here. If we can get a bomb for finishing the room, that would be dope. We got another key. Also pretty good. 5 cents. We're still waiting to, you know, shoot our poop and maybe get some money out of it, because 5 cents is the magic number for getting a Spirit Heart from our shop, which is the magic amount of health to possibly be able to get a deal with the devil without it affecting us too much. There is a tinted rock. We can't access it. It's fine. We do have 5 cents. Oh, okay, I fucked it. We still want the money, but not the best damage I've ever taken, admittedly. These enemies are so fucking annoying. This is a nasty room. I don't know if I've ever articulated the nastiness of this room. Champion immolated hoppers that can do 1 full heart of damage to you. Also, there's about 100 fucking thousand of them. No big deal. And they jump unpredictably. They can jump, you know, 80% of the way across the map in a single swoop. Plus, they get more HP when they're on fire. Whose idea was that? I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna guess it was Tyrone's. Okay. Remember? Our meme, which is not actually based in reality. We're gonna take this. Not bad. Not good, but not bad. Our meme, which is not actually based in reality, is that Tyrone is responsible for all of the negative things in Isaac. Not even bad things, just things that are negative for our chances of winning. And of course, Edmund is responsible for everything pure and good in this world. Joker maybe would be good. 2 of diamonds. 2 of clubs is fine. We need the Spirit Heart. Blue Candle would not be a bad choice, but with 2 bombs, we're not going to get it. So this is, it's really about survival now. We're going to make our way down to the item room, which is very important. On Curse of the stuff being on fire here, we can't actually see tinted rocks too well, so it helps to do a second glance. Scapular, I think, is useless as Blue Baby, but in theory, there's a chance for goodness. We could respawn as a different character. What do you do now? I think we... What is this curse called, anyway? Curse of Darkness? Oh, we're on the Burning Basement. It's not a curse that lights everything on fire. It's Burning Basement plus Curse of Darkness. Okay, of course. I figured we'd check this out, even though it's a boss trap room, which, you know, in theory at least is going to be 2 times harder than the actual boss that we fight on this floor. I wanted to get whatever the consumables were. I'm a little bummed that they're keys, but we can use these keys on, like, that golden chest up there, but I was kind of hoping we'd get some money out of the situation, actually, because I want to be able to get Blue Candle. You know, our damage is pretty bad, our health is pretty bad. Blue Candle gives us a semi-permanent solution to the damage being bad, which helps out a ton. It really is a huge deal. So if we can get like 2 bombs and then double our bombs, like basically 0 bombs gives us 2 bombs with 2 of clubs. 2 bombs guarantees us 4 bombs. The other thing that we could do is, and I'm not sure this is a great idea, but blow up this. Maybe there's a secret room here and we can access the golden chest, but I don't love that idea, to be honest with you. Either way, I think I've pretty much given up on my deal with the devil on this floor. That is, like, very secondary to me. What is primary to me is keeping ourselves alive. And what is tertiary to me is referencing perhaps another 90s hip-hop banger like Regulate. Regulators. We regulate any stealing of his property. We're damn good, too. Can't be any geek off the street. Oh. Gotta be handy with the steal, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep. Oh, okay. Cartridge has popped off. Thank God we didn't take 1 full heart. That would have been scarier. Now no enemy can kill us in 1 hit. We get Pageant Boy, which now with 2 of clubs possibly allows us to get... Careful, careful, careful. With 2 of clubs possibly allows us to get... Blue Candle. But not guaranteed. Obviously, we can't take either of these items. This is a spooky run here right off the bat. If I ever... I was gonna say if I ever do karaoke again, like it's some kind of like, you know, life-altering event. But next time I'm at karaoke, that's how I'm gonna do every rap song. Buying 1 bomb still leaves us at 3 bombs maximum, so I don't think it's worth it. I think instead we just pop this and go to town. Just do every rap song in, like, the Screech voice from Saved by the Bell. It was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets. Okay, I mean, that annoyed the shit out of me. So now we're doing, like, very, very low percentage plays, but I'm like, shit, we didn't get enough money. Let's try the golden chest, maybe a secret room, but probably not. The golden chest gave us flight, which is pretty good. And then we'll at least be able to get this, which has given us a troll bomb and a spirit heart, though. And then we can come back here, and I think with all of our HP, we can go into our curse room and feel pretty good about it. Well, I don't feel good about it anymore, but there was a moment there where I thought that was the right decision for us. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. It's probably the worst bit I've ever done on the show. You think this is the secret room, or do you think it's below the mob trap room? I'm gonna say that this is the secret room. Alright, well that's the end of this floor, and you know what, we did right. We probably could have gotten a 15 cent. No, you know what, I don't think we could have. But I think we played this right either way, even though we're mad slow right now. That just, you know, is the title of my memoir anyway, Mad Slow. Either way, we're fine. In fact, we're probably better than fine. Fate's Reward doesn't help out too much, but the ability to fly and actually having 3 Spirit Hearts left gives me some confidence for the future. Been kind of a slow run, but honestly, it's a slow run that hasn't been boring because it's actually been quite engaging to try to find out all the seams that were available on these earlier floors. So the fact that we were able to get Fate's Reward out of that golden chest on kind of a Hail Mary after our blue candle gambit fell apart, that's indicative of this run giving us at least, you know, the old college try for a chance here. And I don't see any reason why, you know, 3 Spirit Hearts' ability to fly on the second floor should leave us, you know, in a bad spot. Tell you one thing, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to get either a lot of HP or a little improvement to our DPS, both of which I'd say are, you know, fairly reasonable asks considering our standpoint right now. We also missed out on Precedent, but, you know, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. By the way, if you ever want to do that nerd voice, you just gotta take the goofy voice, Garsh, and then make it a little more high-pitched Garsh. Something like that'll work. And then you can annoy your friends as I am annoying you right now. Pulled out the jammy and killed the poo nanny. Even the cats that are in my room right now are like, they're not my cats, they're just the cats. No, but even my cats are like, just shut up, we're trying to sleep, dude. Yo, I'm just trying to get my 18 hours a day here. Could you mind? Straight out of Compton. This crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. I don't even know. Now we're veering like too hard into Nardwuar territory, which is a good thing, except that we're biting his style. I'm gonna use a bomb. Don't blow that guy up yet. This room sucks, by the way. In fact, like, the more time goes on, the more I'm like, our DPS is just goddamn terrible. That damage I deserve to take because I was being a baddie. Earlier damage I was kind of bummed out by, but that's, you know, that's life when you're dealing with these fucking silkworms, dude. We need something that can capitalize on that battery charge better than Poop does. Yeah, we're not gonna touch it because, if we get, like, a Book of Revelations or a Satanic Bible, that's a big swing for us. We're at 1.5 Spirit Hearts, so, you know, how quickly things can turn on a run. First, I was like, we see no reason this can't be a win. 4 rooms later, I'm like, oh, how are we gonna win this one? This is a garbage run. Okay. Isolate. And immolate. Isolate and immolate. There you go. I hate that. This is shaping up to maybe be like a 50-minute run. We need DPS upgrades. And again, shame on me for thinking that we could fit in a run in the 55 minutes I had before Roundtable. My mistake. My mistake. I guess if we... to add in like a little bit of self-reflection, if we hadn't taken a little bit of dumb damage, we could have afforded Guppy's Head. Guppy's Head speeds us up a little bit immediately. You know, it makes us a little more damaging immediately, and then gives us the Guppy Bead for the future, which is hugely important. So, it's not fair for me to say that the game is exclusively, you know, the reason I'm so slow right now, in terms of, like, my ability to room clear. But, certainly, you know, whoa, it's a tiny one. I'd say we took a reasonable amount of damage, and now we are, well, whatever, who cares, right? Like, let's just win. And let's win in a good fashion. We do have the ability to get inside of our shop. I think we should endeavor to take advantage of this ability. And, hopefully there is a useful item in there. We don't know. There is a 3 cent... And there's a lot of permutations in that shop that I'm interested in. We have a 3 cent playing card. Tend to be useful. Probably should buy that first because it could be 2 of diamonds. Could be 2 of clubs. Could be a Joker card. Pretty much anything but, like, rules card is useful for me. Even Chaos card, we can find a way to take advantage of it. And then, we've got a 15 cent item. We don't know what it is. It's unlikely to be red candle. Maybe impossible for it to be blue candle since we've already seen it. But there's a lot of useful items in the shop. It doesn't have to be amazing to be a better spacebar item than poop, also. Come on, though. You're done, though, right? So I'd like to get that. Like, 2 of diamonds might be one of the better outcomes. The luck upgrade is huge. I used my poop over the gap, so we didn't get any benefit. We get Mr. Boom. It's better than the poop. Then we're going to use Mr. Boom to do this. We got the D4. I am going to reroll my whole run because I don't like it right now. I can't fly anymore, but I think I have more DPS. And we only reroll once per run. I'm going to use a bomb against my better judgment. We got Mom's Bra. I'm going to stick with Mr. Boom. I'm not going to donate money yet, though. We may do so in the future, but we have some battery charges out here first. Sister Maggie. Not great, but we got something. You know, we got a passive out of it. And the D4 reroll, I'd say, was pretty good. Like, our DPS is actually decent now. Thanks to Magic Mush, predominantly. But we also have piercing shots. Little Haunt is not... You know, a 0 out of 10. I think that full run reroll was actually really good. Peep, we're gonna wait till Peep jumps, and then we're gonna put that down, blow him up, and that was pretty good. Alright, sick. We also have Multidimensional Baby. Multidimensional Baby, I'd say, is actually pretty helpful right now. It varies, but for right now, I'd say it's pretty good. Gotta deal with the Angel with no bombs, unfortunately. But we did get Lazarus Rags. I was hoping for something a little bit more useful than that. This was really good. I think this floor is actually going to be... I'm not gonna say it's the difference maker, because I don't think we need a difference maker, or we weren't in dire need of a difference maker, but it is going to make a difference. Oh, I didn't mean to place that. I meant to do this. Shoo-be-doo-doo-doo-doo. Do-ah-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better with life. Ah, what a waste. No more battery charges, but that's fine. We got 14 cents. We can't buy the 15 cent items. I think we start by buying the card, which is not 3 cents. It's a 2 of spades. Well worth it. And then we'll just buy that. So now, in the future, we got 4 keys for 5 cents. It's a great deal. And we're looking pretty safe now. Not super safe, but pretty safe. Especially deals with the Angel. I mean, I wouldn't mind fighting Mega Satan. I think we got the capabilities of killing the Angel statues, which is a big deal right now. 5 battery charges for Mr. Boom. Maybe what we do here is we just say no. Or can you do that in the style of Caesar from Rise of the Planet of the Apes? No! Raise my blood pressure by like 40 points right there. Also, that's not Rise of the Planet of the Apes. That's Dawn of the Planet of... I don't remember what order they go in, alright? I did have all of the Planet of the Apes movies when I was like 13, though. And I'm 27 now. So it was before... it was after the Mark Wahlberg one came out. But it was before the new one with James Franco came out. You know what? Let's get zany. You wanted a hit? Well, maybe we don't do hits. We will take Mom's Wig as well. And I'm probably one of, like, 2% of the population that has seen all of the original Planet of the Apes films, usually people go like, yeah, you know, like it's a remake of the Planet of the Apes from the late 60s. Some people know that there is a second one where there's like a weird, there was intended to be like a weird half human, half, you know, simian hybrid in that movie, but then they scrapped it because they're like, this is like a little strange. And there's like a nuclear bomb. They all worship the nuclear bomb. Anyway, some people know about that one. Not too many people are aware that there are actually 6 original Planet of the Apes films. Maybe 5. The box set had 6. The 6th one might have been like a making of or something. There's Planet of the Apes, which is, you know, Charlton Heston. He goes, you blew it up, damn you! You know, that one's pretty fun. It's a little, it is a sci-fi classic, but I think people forget that it's like super cheesy. But it's cheesy in a good way. I'm not against it. Kind of against that, though. And then there's Beneath the Planet of the Apes, half ape, half human hybrid, and then they go beneath the Planet of the Apes. There's a nuclear bomb, and they're like, oh shit, we gotta stop the nuclear bomb from going off, or the Planet of the Apes is gonna become what humans did to make it the Planet of the Apes in the first place. You know, it's all right. Then number 3 is like, you're gonna think I'm fucking with you here, but like the Planet of the Apes, I think, gets destroyed. So 2 apes, like 2 prominent apes that were in the first 2 movies, go back in time to like deliver their baby into a nicer world, but they end up traveling back through time and ending up on Earth. And then you're like, this is where shit's starting to go off the rails, because you're watching and you're like, wait a minute. These apes are in a spaceship, they're looking for a better world, they crash land on a world that looks exactly like ours at the time when the apes originally... Basically, they crash land on Earth when Charlton Heston left Earth. So, like, it's a retelling of the movie, but from an ape perspective, and then, like, it's fucked up. And, oh, chaos, don't mind if I do. And then the 4th movie is like, that child grows up and starts a revolution of the apes on Earth, and you're like, oh shit. This is how the Planet of the Apes, how Earth became Planet of the Apes. And then the 5th one is like Mad Max. I would say like 1 is great, 2 is at least sort of okay, and then like 3 through 5 at least are pretty bad. I forget the name of the 5th one. It's like War for the Planet of the Apes or something. It's like, if you're gonna milk a franchise, don't just milk it with 5 movies. Milk it with like, you know, 3,000 episodes of the same game. You know what I'm talking about? Telltale, that's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about Telltale. Yeah, turn your attention to Telltale. Okay. Anyway, that's the new Planet of the Apes films. By the way, I'm not like a diehard fan, but like the Mark Wahlberg one is garbage. It's just a hot mess. I own it on DVD. You know, I was young once. Wow, Dad, what's a DVD? Don't even get me started on this Blu-ray shit. How good does a picture have to look? A picture's already worth 1,000 words. What do you want it to be worth? 1,000,000 words? You're gonna put the whole print industry out of business. We can go to our shop now. Probably should go to our shop as well. But the new ones are really good. I'm stoked. You know, a little... You do have to suspend your disbelief a little bit for all of them, because you're like, this dang monkey. You know, how's the army having trouble fighting a bunch of dang monkeys? We don't really care about that, obviously. Ooh, Bomber Boy! Just when I thought couldn't do anything stupider, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself. Bomber Boy's pretty dope. It's an item I actually greatly enjoy. I wish it was doing more damage right now. But I wish, like, everything did more damage, just in general, so... Well, we got through it. We got a bottom key piece. Not amazingly stacked on HP right now. Let's go back to our shop. Even, like, let's run out the clock on this run, you know? We want to give ourselves the best chance possible of success. But yeah, I think they've done a good job with that. I'm stoked. I hope there's nobody out there, you know, there is, but that's okay as well. Like, you know, live your life. But if there's anybody out there that's like, oh, the new Planet of the Apes films? Why Hollywood is so much about remakes in this day and age. That's true, by the way. And, like, ain't nobody putting Ben-Hur on, like, their year-end best of. But not all Hollywood remakes are garbage. If I could choose to get rid of all remakes or get rid of no remakes, I would get rid of all remakes. Like, come on, Old Boy, you remade Old Boy? What? Just read the subtitles, dude. It's great. It's a great movie. But I would say that the new Planet of the Apes films, at least thus far, are surpassing the originals. With the exception of maybe the first one. Anyway. Like, ain't nobody needs to go see Colin Farrell's Total Recall. That's just some lazy filmmaking, you know? I understand. But people are always like, you know, well, they're gonna do whatever makes them money. It's Hollywood. But, like, those movies, so many of them have tanked. I feel like they always tank. Like, RoboCop sort of tanked. Total Recall sort of tanked. Ben-Hur was like... I'm not trying to insult the filmmakers, but you see the trailer for Ben-Hur, and you're like... Who cares? Like, this is... What? Ben-Hur came out in, like, the 50s, and is great. But I already don't really want to watch it. And you're gonna come out with it now, but make it mediocre. Like, I definitely don't want to watch it. Like, if you're gonna remake a great movie, it's gotta be great. But it doesn't even have to... But I will say, I know that I Am Legend is technically a retelling of the Omega Strain, or the Omega Man, or whatever it's called. We have to find Will Smith. Omega Man? We find Will Smith, we'll find Dr. Wild Wild West. But I kind of like I Am Legend. Ooh, we're getting great bomb synergies here. I know that I Am Legend, you know, if you haven't seen it, I would recommend it. It's like a 7. The ending gets a bad rap, and I agree with that. But I think, you know, in contrast to most people, I have leniency for, like, bad endings that annoy people. Like, I'm still, like, pretty pro Signs. I still really like Sunshine, even though the ending, I think, is really bad. And I understand that Signs has, like, what most people conceive to be an incredible plot hole. Maybe a pothole. I wish I was high on pot news. But, it doesn't compromise the whole movie for me. Maybe it gets a couple marks down, but it's not like, oh, this movie has no reason to exist. Because, like, yeah, we'll get 2 fly items to hopefully get Beelzebub. We gotta be close, at least. Plus, they're fly items. They're not useless in the worst of times. But, you know, in the end, you're watching this is not a documentary. That doesn't mean there's an excuse for nonsensible, you know, plot dynamics. I'm just saying, you know, in the end, these are paid professionals pointing their camera at actors, you know? Let's not get too bent out of shape about a perceived plot hole. But at the same time, I recognize that that's bullshit, because I'm always the guy who's like, you can't just say leave your brain at the door and then have a fun time. Like, the movie still has to be fun. That's me arguing with Josh about The Expendables. Okay, Deep Pockets. Not too bad. Bomber Boy scares the shit out of me on this room. Yep. But, you know, if we have to pay half a heart, or, you know, maybe several hearts to get this room done, we have to do it then. Because, you know, this gives us the chance to fight Mega Satan, and we've kind of made our bet on that, so let's lie in it, grab that, rewind it back, or sure got the shit that make your booty go smack. Might look like we're in a really bad position, and we're not in a good position. However, we're not fucked. Like, we have Lazarus Rag, we can leverage that, hopefully get a deal with the devil, maybe that helps us. Actually, the virus is really useful as well. Even though this is going to be a, oh, if they hadn't pincered me there, I was totally getting out. But, I forgot what I was going to say. Doesn't matter. We have some leverage here. I don't think we're going to die on the mump fight. Let's put it that way. Maybe, yeah, the Demon Judgment was kind of what I was looking for in there. If we can find, like, a Chariot card or something, maybe get Ceremonial Robes. Dunce Cap is putting us in a weird spot. Shop is very valuable. In fact, our Mob Trap room should be very valuable as well. Oh, what I was going to say is, if we now can get deals with the devil, which is plausible, there's a lot of items in there that can give us HP at the cost of a little of our own HP. And we can either, you know, leverage the strength card to make that happen, or in some cases, we can just give up our HP to do it. Like, oh, we're done. Like, for 9 lives, we don't need to fulfill the requirements of being able to buy it. You know what I mean? I know we need to use our bombs here, but... same with Abaddon. As long as we can touch Abaddon, we will get the health from Abaddon. Yeah, damage is not bad. Probably, like, I'll feel pretty bad if I miss some Tinted Rocks here, because it's actually a situation in which Tinted Rocks would be real game-changing. Come on, come on. Money, we will pick up. I'm kind of in, like, mainline the game mode right now. Can make it. We should be using the Mr. Boom way more often. But I'm saving it to some extent. Less against enemies, more against, you know, rocks that could possibly give us valuable payouts. Some rooms, like that room, for example, the dunce cap is actually a little bit of an advantage, believe it or not. So our shop is of supreme importance here. If we have to mill our donation machine, we have to mill our donation machine, you know? It happens. This is one of those situations where it's, you know, by design. Good. No rash dodges. It's a greed fight, which is a pretty huge bummer, but we got through it, and we didn't get anything of value as a result, except for, you know, the bomb that we spent. But we'll grab some money here. Trying to avoid the perception of a post-streak hangover, but I think we have been playing okay. Might have not be doing that well on this run, but I think our play is at a certain baseline level of adequacy that I'm not, you know, salty about. I'm not ashamed of. I don't think we need to use a, I don't think we need to use anything here. Just take them out with our tears. Well, we need to use our tears if we're going to be pedantic. 30 cents. Picking these up because they could give us, luck upgrades, which would be helpful. I think we play this guy, and if he gives us HP, I think we kill ourselves on the Demon Judgment to become Lazarus. Then we pick up the HP and we say goodbye to this Blue Baby run for now in order to be Lazarus instead, or at least to be a resurrected Blue Baby. Temperance is actually okay, especially if we do complete that, you know, gambit. But instead we got Hot Bombs, which is not bad. That's gonna blow up the Demon Judgment and ruin my plan. That's okay. I mean, Hot Bombs, pretty useful here. We got a Spirit Heart, our first one in like 3 floors. With 23 bombs, you know, let's blow this up as well, but stand far enough away that we're not caught in the blast. A second secret room would be really nice. Regular secret room could be here. Okay, well, regular secret room is still worth looking for. Should be here, then. Got 2 bombs. Well, that's appropriate. Very fitting, though, that we got 2 bombs, and honestly, we can do so much damage with hot bombs. If we can just get, you know, an enemy to stand in hot bombs, they're gonna hate us. And that's what we, you know, we want to be hated by the enemies on this run. This will go a long way towards making that happen. Oh, we didn't find a second secret room. Yeah, like that's pretty great. It's even less important that we hit with the hot bombs, or that we hit with the bomb explosion. More important that we just hit with the fire. We'll take the Polaroid. Is there a tinted rock? No. This time, it's very valuable to look for those right now. Still alive, still alive. On the Scarred Womb 1. And what's killed us on this run? I guess, you know, for stuff that we can control, a little too much preventable damage, but really it's a dearth of Spirit Hearts is costing us right now. That's the overall cause. What's causing the dearth of Spirit Hearts? Just not really getting many opportunities for them that I've seen, at least. If that's the Hierophant, that would be amazing. HP. I think you wait on it. Knowing that by waiting on it, there is a slight risk that maybe we'll have 1 HP when we want to go pick this up, and we might not be able to walk over it without finding ourselves very scared. But keep in mind, we can use our strength card for a deal with the devil. We can wait and see what our HP is going to look like. Right now, I would hate to pick up that HP and then die and lose the HP container. Most runs, that's going to be irrelevant. This run is not most runs. This run is maybe like an order of magnitude harder, so... And we can handle that. Certainly, oh my god, cats, you alright? Certainly not the first run I've ever had that's been tricky. Tomo, stop kicking your box, mate. There's no reason for that. Should have used a bomb, but we got through it either way. Yeah, let's try it. There is a troll bomb, but apart from that, I'm stoked that we got a lot of other bombs. We will place a Bomber Boy bomb, because hot bombs, you know, we get so much value out of. As you can see right there. We'll probably throw another one down here, because Loki's coming out, I think. And some fire damage there is not bad, especially if we can make him afraid, which I don't know what does that, but... Okay, pills, maybe? Health up. Addicted. Addicted's fine at this point, but health up, does that incentivize us to take the other pill? It may. It's addicted. This one's health up, though, right? So I want to walk you through my thought process for why I just deliberately took a health down pill. Essentially, I was like, why is this a question mark? It should say health down. Am I misinterpreting the rules of how the health down works? Because even now in my head, I'm sort of like, why did that say a question mark? Shouldn't it have just said health down? But I accept that, above all else, I am an idiot. And might have misplayed that drastically, now leading to our present situation of some fear. But I'm still a little confused. I guess, you know, I'm going to chalk it up for now to your brain's not in the right state. Maybe you're thinking, you know, you're not accounting for blue babiness, in which case I understand. But I'm not going to lie and say that, oh, you know, I immediately get why that happened. Because I'm still slightly confused. Oh, man. I wish you hadn't done that. Spirit heart? No. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm still thinking... There is a catastrophic outcome here. Especially at 1 HP. You can see it. We take 2 hits on the boss fight. It's actually worse to take 2 hits on the boss fight than to take a hit prior to the boss fight, in my opinion. Because, if we take a hit prior to the boss fight... Well, no. 2 hits on any room kills us. But the boss fight is most likely, I suppose, to do so. If we take a hit, respawn as Lazarus, and then exit, we can at least try to get the HP. We can use the strength card to get the HP, even. If we feel that that's pressing. Mama Gertie. This is a bad fight. If we get hit, I'm going to pop the strength card. As Lazarus. Okay, we did get a deal with the devil. We got Mom's Key. We got the Mom transformation. We got Guppy's tail. Here's how you play ballsy. For better or for worse. Take this, die. Respawn as Lazarus. Could use the strength card to get a free thing there, but that's not my desire right now. Just gotta watch out for spikes. I would prefer to keep the strength card. Will that be plausible? That's a great question that I don't know the answer to at this exact present moment. Sorry to tell you. Because we could use the strength card to guarantee ourselves this HP. But... strong play guaranteed us the HP as is. Now we just have to go pick up the red heart on the way out. Thank God we took damage on the way out and not on the way in. Now we have 2 HP, and we did that all to get Guppy's tail. Is that worth it? Effectively, I think so, because we have the same HP now that we had on the like when we were on the boss fight. We have 2 HP, but now it's 2 HP on 1 run instead of 2 HP spread across 2 lives. So I'm not gonna say that this is the safest situation I've ever seen, but I think it could be worse. And if we can pick up like a couple of spirit hearts here, I'd be real pleased. I'm gonna stick with our luck for now. We don't need money for anything, so I think luck toe is how we do it. Okay, actually we're gonna take the cancer trinket. We have stars and we have strength. I think strength has an obvious use in emergency situations. Stars has an okay situational use. And was the other one? Question mark card? Question mark card does not do very much for us with this item. If we get crystal ball, we'd love it though. Emperor. Actually more valuable than the stars. Sweet. 3 Spirit Hearts for 25 cents is a deal that I'm not going to complain about right now. Ooh. Not going to pop the Emperor card yet. Going to hold on to the Emperor card. I think we're playing delicately with this one, but we're doing so in a way that I'm proud of. I think we're making the right decisions, and we're playing zany. Don't even show. Oh, where's the old? Oh, that's a Tinted Rock. Where's the old NL? Well, the old NL is here. The old NL is the dude saying, yeah, let's sacrifice our life for Guppy's tail because it's going to be funny. There you go. Black Candle. You're going to think that I'm, bullshitting you, but this is kind of what I had in mind. Ooh, that's bad. It's kind of what I had in mind when I took Guppy's tail. I was like, we got Chaos. Guppy's tail has a good chance to give us items from golden chests. I wasn't, expressly thinking Black Candle, but I was thinking we probably have a better chance of getting some items as a result of this. And so far, so good. Black Candle's a really good one. Paid for the damage that we took, and we're immune to curses. You get a good trade there. Good trade of resources. We also got the Cancer Trinket, which, we're never hitting enemies with our tears because of Dunce Cap, but if we were, we'd hit them twice as much now. Little facetious. We are hitting them on occasion. And things are going to move pretty fast, assuming we live. We get through this floor the old-fashioned way, hopefully, and then we think maybe that could be our secret room. This would be a great time to get 2 more Guppy items. No such luck. Get through this floor the old-fashioned way. Go down to the cathedral. Pop the Emperor card. Kill Isaac. Open 4 items. Hopefully more, but probably 4 on the chest. Sun card. Great news. Pop that, see where we're going. Well, no way to save time here. Well, many ways to save time. We just bomb our way out of the big rooms if we don't want to do them. I do hate this because these are enemies that appear out of nowhere. By the way, I'd be remiss if I didn't say thank you. Death card. Might as well pop it. I'd be remiss if I didn't say thank you, Mom's Wig. Giving us some great damage against enemies that we're not necessarily hitting. Oh my god, we finally got through that. Extra bombs, extra money. Money's not worth much, but bombs are. HP? 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 Nope. That's alright. That's a low percentage play. I'm not too salty. Oh, sorry, Ruka. Kind of elbowed you there. The Monkey's Paw is useful, but I think the Cancer Trinket more so. It's guarantee versus a bit of a lark. Open it, but just go. We want that Eternal Heart, but more than just the Eternal Heart, I want to at least make sure we weren't going to get hit by spikes. Dope. You are getting hit by the fire. Bomber Boy is proving pretty useful. Hot Bombs is like the unsung hero here, though. No deal with the devil. Real bummer. I was hoping for the deal there. Okay, we go to the cathedral. Excuse me. We go to the cathedral. Things are going to start to get very interesting. We should look one room over and just see. And you know what? This is a room I don't mind doing. It's not about saving time at this point. It's about these enemies can give us a consumable. Or not even a consumable, but like a card of some value. And they're easy enough to kill. Which is why we're doing this. We don't need Bob's Rotten Head. Okay, this guy, I don't like him. That's my reasoning there, so we're moving on. We got him caught in the fire. We got hurt ourselves. But we at least got him caught in the fire. And we got good fire coverage here, so pretty happy. We got 30 bombs. We should be using those regularly. Not just because they do a lot of damage, but also because they're gonna, make parts of the map uninhabitable for Isaac himself, and we've killed him pretty easily. Head down here. 41 minutes, feeling okay. So we've turned a little into a lot on this run. No curse, of course. Right, we can fight Mega Satan. Oh my god! It's the greatest chest of all time down here. Mom's Knife is, like, a little dangerous with Dunce Cap. The Pact. Black Powder. Sad Bombs. What kind of person would we be if we didn't go fight Mega Satan? I'm still a little anxious. I mean, 6 HP with strength is not a ton here, and our knives are, like, barely going to hit. but we still have the value of them thanks to sad bombs. So I think, honestly, this is like our cosmic reward for playing this run in a pretty zany fashion. This was a really cool way to finish this one off. I'm stoked. And actually, we're going to shit on Mega Satan. Like, I didn't realize it. I wasn't trying to sandbag, but we're actually going to destroy him. Like, it's not even going to be close. Although we should probably stop taking so much damage. Because our sad bombs combo right here is just so good. Our knives, you know, as a tier are horrible, but our knives as a sad bomb augmentation are fantastic. And if we can get the poison, or get the Mega Bomb to actually land at the same time, it's even better. This was a wonderful run. I had a great time. It was a pretty big test of Isaac's skill. Maybe you'll feel differently depending on how your run goes. But for me personally, I found this one fairly tricky in the fundamentals. But in the fundamentals, it was pretty good. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.